Hi, I'm standing in the Judean desert, somewhere between the Dead Sea and Jerusalem, the capital of Israel, in what the media likes to refer to as the occupied West Bank.
To call this occupied when we were here 3,500 years ago, 4,000 years ago, it makes no sense.
Now, it's a little hard for Jews to occupy a place pronounced Judea.
It makes no sense. How could Jews occupy a place called Judea?
Well, Airbnb tends to agree with the media and those involved with the BDS movement and has instituted a new policy of not listing properties owned by Jews in Judea and Samaria. They will list properties owned by Arabs in these same areas. So if that sounds a little bit discriminatory, that's because it is. Well, we went to a few of these properties, one in Mitzpeh Jericho, not too far from here, the other one in Tekoa, pretty close to Bethlehem, and we spoke to a few of the property owners that are going to have their properties delisted or already have. And this is what they had to say about Airbnb and that new policy.
We are in Mitzpeh Jericho, which is a small suburb of Jericho, which is behind us here in Judea, part of Judea and Samaria, part of the land of Israel. This is historically the Jewish people's land. It's been our land for about 3,000 years.
The Jews were here many years ago.
Recently, Airbnb, a company based in America that allows people to rent out their homes, has made a policy which can be described as nothing less than anti-Semitic. It singles out Jewish owners of homes for rent in Judea and Samaria, in Israel's historic homeland, the Jewish people's historic homeland, and says that Jews cannot use their platform to rent out their homes. I don't know how else you describe it, but when you single out Jews, that sounds like anti-Semitism.
Been living in Tekoa about 4 years, built this house from scratch, designed it. We do events here. It's an event venue, and we also rent it out as a Zimmer. Right now, we're in the process of getting, I guess, delisted from Airbnb. So I've registered to many other sites, Booking.com, VRBO, HomeAway, and we'll see what happens. But I mean, Airbnb is the it's like Amazon. It's, everyone uses it, and it's going to be a shame. We're very disappointed, and we think that their move is political. I can't imagine that they actually did tremendous due diligence. It just doesn't make any sense that I can't list as a Jew in Judea, Samaria, in Tekoa, and call it Israel, but someone down the block, like 5 minutes away, Muhammad could rent out his house and call it Bethlehem, Palestine. Makes no sense. So I really think that their decision was political. I think it's I think it's discriminatory, anti-Semitic, and it's very disappointing.
It's also unfair and discriminatory against business owners here in Judea and Samaria simply because they're Jews. I'm standing here at Mitzpeh Jericho next to my apartment, and right over there is Jericho, which is a Palestinian city. Because I'm Jewish, right here, I'm not allowed to use Airbnb. Arabs right there can rent out their homes with no problem. That's discrimination.
Here we are outside of Jericho. We just left Mitzpeh Jericho, which is a Jewish community about 5 kilometers from here, 2-3 miles away, where Airbnb just unlisted properties because it's in the, quote, occupied West Bank, whereas Palestinians in Jericho can still rent out their places on Airbnb. Jews a few kilometers from here cannot.
We actually filed the lawsuit as an American citizen that I am in Delaware, where they're incorporated, and an injunction relief. We're trying to stop them from delisting us.
Airbnb rejected me from using their platform simply because I'm Jewish. There's no other reason. It's because I'm Jewish, I'm not allowed to rent. If I was Muslim, if I was Arab, I'd be allowed to use their platform. Again, that's discrimination, and that's anti-Semitism.
It makes no sense. How could Jews occupy a place called Judea? That's where our name comes from, Judaism, right? From Judea.
2 beautiful places. In fact, there are beautiful places all over Judea and Samaria, and I'd like to encourage everyone and anyone visiting Israel to please come on out to Judea, Samaria, spend a few nights here if you can. It is more than safe, and it's the right thing to do.